So now we've looked at strength, so we've hopefully strengthened up all the main muscles. Now we're looking at flexibility, some just simple tests. So for basic hamstring flexibility, just raise the leg until you start to feel a bit of tension. So hamstring, that's quite a good range of movement for Ella there. We're looking around that comfortably, about 90 comfortably. A lot of dancers seem to be able to go right up here, but a lot of the time they're moving their hips incorrectly to enable that to happen. So just keep your hips nice and level. And right, so from here, in order to stretch these hamstrings, all I'm going to do is get Ella to push against me slightly, so push. So she's activated the hamstring, and then after 10 seconds, say relax, relax, and then I can just take it up a bit further. Because the second that she stopped contracting, the muscle relaxes. Deep breath, push again, Ella, push against me, keep going, relax, relax, and this, now we can go a bit further. So that's cool. You can do this as partners, so one pushes against you, and then just take it to the new level. So push again, Ella, one more time. Keep going, and relax, deep breath, and then we can just get a bit further, yeah? So now, and then you retest, so just take the leg up again, and then naturally it just goes a lot further from that stretching we've done. Okay, you can do that quite regularly, and obviously you do it with the other side. I'm just demonstrating one side here, but you obviously do it with both sides, okay? So that's your hamstrings, right? Your hip flexor. So if Ella, you come to the end of the table here, and if you could just rest right on the ends of the bench, hold your left knee to your chest, and just roll back, and just let the right leg just go. So this is, because I know a lot of dancers, you're very tight in your hip flexors. So this is a simple test. One knee to the chest, the other one just relaxes. If the leg goes down, you know, you see a nice little angle there, that's quite a good range of motion. If the hip flexor was here naturally, that would obviously indicate it's quite short. And we can also, just like the last example, we can stretch the hip flexor. So I'm going to cradle Ella's foot here, so you're also stretching the quad as well. So literally, Ella's going to, I'm stabilising here, Ella's going to push her knee up into my hand. Good, and relax. And then I can just push down a bit further to stretch them. There's a nice stretch there, I can feel a nice stretch there. Push up once more, Ella. And relax, and just go a bit further. So same principle as the hamstrings, but this is a big one for hip flexors. And the other main hip flexor stretch you can do is, you can do it on the floor, but I think Ella can demonstrate on here. Literally, that's it. So that, your left leg, there. Right, so the correct way to do this is to be quite, get comfortable, is to be quite upright, yeah? And I need Ella to push her hips back. So as soon as you do that, you should feel a nice stretch there without even moving. Yeah, you got the stretch there?
Yeah.
Right. And when the actual stretch is in a forward direction, not down, but I'm getting Ella to squeeze her glute, so activate the glute, squeeze the glute, because that automatically relaxes the front, and then you just literally push forward a few inches forward. Good. So does that feel more of a stretch?
Yeah.
Good. So squeeze the glute a bit more, just a bit forward a bit more. There's another stretch there. Small movements, small movements. So you see a lot of people leaning right forward like that, but your hips are going forward, which is like shortening the flexor, so you're not really getting a true stretch. So you literally need to be upright, hips back, and that should be a lot of stretch just in that position, and then just squeeze your glute to relax the hip flexors and just ease forward. And you can obviously do that on the floor, on mats and everything like that, in your usual routines. Okay, so that's enough on flexibility.
Yeah.
Just flexibility of your quad muscles here at the front of the thighs. So it's quite just a simple test here. Lying on the front, you're going to bend the leg up, and we're looking to get the heel as close to the back side as we can. So there's a bit of resistance there, so we can stretch that quad. So Ella's going to push against me. Keep going. So she's activating the quad, and then relax, relax, and then I can just go a bit further. Don't force it just until you feel the next, barrier. Push again. Keep going for about 20 seconds. Keep going. And relax. And as soon as that relaxes, and we can go a bit further. So as you can see already, just from that demonstration, so you just relax now and just take it further, so it goes further all the time. So you should be doing this regularly in your like maintenance, in between your dance sessions, etc. Because obviously you've got to be as flexible as you can. Okay. You can increase this stretch even a bit more by lifting up the knee and then doing the same thing. So just lift up the knee a bit. Do you feel more of a stretch there?
Yeah.
More of a front thigh, because that brings into the quad that crosses the hip, the rec fem, they call it, rectus femoris. Okay, so the same thing with the knee raised, just a bit of a tighter, a bit further stretch there, a bit of a deeper stretch.
Yeah.
All right? Okay.